racing day, so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Hey now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it till the crowd can't take no more. Then hey, since the flag came down, be here to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Hey, since the flag came down, be here to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third stop in the 2012 Goodyear Cup Series, the Kobalt Tools 500 from Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've got a great race set to go for you today at one of NASCAR's fastest tracks. An average qualifying lap around here is about 193 miles an hour. Denny Hamlin is your points leader after taking the win in Phoenix last week. He's rolling off the grid today, 13th. Never count out Jimmie Johnson in Atlanta. He leads active drivers here with an average finish of 11.1. He rolls off the grid in 5th. And how about rookie Sean Gossett qualifying 3rd? This kid was fast in practice. We'll see if he can hang on to get a good finish. The pre-race ceremonies have just finished up, so we're going to go trackside for the command to fire engines.
Gentlemen! Start your engine!
Let's take a look at how they'll line up for today's race. Kurt Busch set the fastest time in qualifying. Outside of him is Kevin Harvick. Row 2, starting in 3rd, is rookie Sean Gossett. In 4th, Matt Kenseth, who is fantastic at 1.5 mile tracks. Row 3, Jimmie Johnson, always a threat at Atlanta, and Bobby Labonte. Row 4 has Clint Boyer and another 1.5 mile specialist, Greg Biffle. Row 5 has another Roush card, David Reagan, and Brian Vickers. Starting in row 6 on the inside, Marcus Ambrose and defending champion Tony Stewart. Row 7, current points leader Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski. Row 8, Dale Earnhardt Jr., outside of him, Juan Pablo Montoya. We'll take a look at the rest of the field here. We have David Rudiman, Jamie McMurray, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton, Carl Edwards, row 12, Elliott Sadler, Robbie Gordon, Martin Truex Jr., Casey Kane had a poor qualifying run. He's normally very good at Atlanta. Then Ryan Newman, Joey Logano, and Kyle Busch, many expected to qualify on pole this weekend, but take a look at what happened to him on Friday during qualifying. Thankfully, he is okay and will start the race from the rear of the field in a backup car. As the lights go out on the pace car, we'll take a quick look at some race facts. We're going to go 20 laps, the fuel window is 13 laps, and the pit road speed is 45 miles an hour.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time! Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Kurt Busch leads lap 1, Matt Kenseth in 2nd, and Jimmie Johnson moves up into 3rd. On board with Jimmie Johnson as he chases down the leaders. Coming through the double dog leg, Matt Kenseth is going to peek underneath Kurt Busch, and he's going to take the lead. He's got him cleared. Jimmie Johnson moves in. He's going to take 2nd place away, and here comes Sean Gossett to take away 3rd. Jimmie Johnson moves in on the inside of Matt Kenseth. They're going to go side by side into 3. Still doesn't quite have him cleared. Jimmie Johnson leads that lap. And coming out of 2, Jimmie Johnson's going to take command of this race. As they're going to go 3 wide for 4th place. Kurt Busch continuing to lose positions. Greg Biffle and Kevin Harvick both get underneath him. Something is wrong with Kurt Busch. He spent most of practice running the low side. Now that he's been shuffled up to the outside, he's losing positions. We've got a spin. David Reagan goes for a ride through the infield grass. Looks like he's going to get it refired, and we are under caution. We're going to take a quick break for a word from our sponsors.
Hi. I'm a big fan, Michael. Big fan of Napa parts, too. I collect die-cast race cars and customize them to make them look more authentic. I've got a couple for you to sign. It's your Fontana car. Yeah. Remember when you had that big fire?
Yes, I remember.
I also have your 90 Bristol car. could just sign one of the bigger pieces. Whew, what a wreck.
I'm Ricky Bobby. If you don't chew Big Red, then you.
We're back at Atlanta Motor Speedway where the leaders have come down pit road. Jimmy Johnson says the car is almost perfect. 4 tires and a track bar adjustment for the 48. No adjustments on the 17 car, 4 tires and fuel, and he's away. Matt Kenseth is going to beat Jimmy Johnson in the race off pit road. He will restart at the front of the field. Let's take a look at what brought out this caution. Take a look at David Reagan right here at the top of your screen. It looks like he just gets a bad side draft off of Kurt Busch coming out of turn 4 and it just sucks him around. Not really anybody's fault as you see Tony Stewart there with a near miss, but it looks like everybody was able to escape this without any damage. The pace car makes the hard left turn onto pit row and we are back to green flag racing. Kenseth gets the advantage on the restart. He's going to clear Jimmy Johnson coming out of turn 2. Here comes Sean Gossett. Right on the bumper of Jimmy Johnson. He's going to move underneath him for second place. Let's see if he has anything for the leader as they go into turn 1. Jimmy Johnson fighting back on the outside with drafting help from Kevin Harvick. Not quite going to be enough. Gossett keeps second place. Still side by side going back into turn 1. Gossett finally gets him cleared. You're on board with Jimmy Johnson. There goes Sean Gossett chasing down the leader. So it's Matt Kenseth out front, Sean Gossett, Jimmy Johnson, and Greg Biffle moves up to 4th. Exiting the turn right up against that wall. Kenseth has been liking that high line all day. Here comes Greg Biffle for 3rd place, and Gossett's going to go underneath. He wants this lead. He's going to lead that lap. First career lap led for rookie Sean Gossett. He's going to clear the leader. 09 car to the point, and here comes Greg Biffle. Biffle restarted 6th. He is up to 2nd place, and he is right on the bumper of our leader. Here comes Biffle to take a peek underneath Gossett. He's not going to give up, still fighting through the double dog leg. He's going to lead that lap, but Biffle's going to get the advantage going into 1. Still side by side through the backstretch. Biffle has about a half a car length lead as they come through. Biffle's going to lead that lap, and it looks like he's got the 09 car clear. Just 2.5 laps to go now. The field really starting to spread out. Single file through the first 4 cars. Looks like Harvick attempting to grab the 5th spot away. But it's Greg Biffle really putting it on the rest of the field in the late stages of this race. 1 to go this time by as Jimmy Johnson sneaks past Sean Gossett for 2nd place. Biffle with about a car length and a half lead. Coming out of turn 4, it's going to be Greg Biffle taking the win in Atlanta. Jimmy Johnson 2nd, and Sean Gossett gets his first career top 5 with a 3rd place. Kevin Harvick edged out Matt Kenseth for 4th place, and that's going to round out your top 5. So Greg Biffle, after a horrendous first 2 races of the season, gets the shot in the arm that this team needs with a win. So race 3 is in the books. Let's take a look at the unofficial results. So Greg Biffle takes the win, Jimmy Johnson 2nd, and Sean Gossett, in only his 3rd career start, takes home an impressive 3rd place. Then it's Kevin Harvick and Matt Kenseth to round out your top 5. Clint Boyer 6th, Bobby Labonte 7th, and how about Kyle Busch starting from the rear of the field, fights his way all the way up to 8th. Then it's Marcus Ambrose in 9th and Jeff Gordon to finish your top 10. Further back, it's Tony Stewart, and bad luck to Kurt Busch, starting on pole, but they could never find the right groove. He falls all the way back to 12th. Then it's Denny Hamlin, Brian Vickers, Mark Martin, Brad Keselowski, Dale Earnhardt Jr., David Rudiman, Juan Pablo Montoya, and Casey Kane. Finally, it's Martin Truex Jr. in 21st, Carl Edwards, David Reagan, who had an unfortunate spin early in the race, Jamie McMurray, Jeff Burton, Ryan Newman, Elliott Sadler, Joey Logano, and Robbie Gordon. So after 3 races, here's how the points stack up. Denny Hamlin holds on to his points lead, Kyle Busch closes the gap a little bit, and Tony Stewart remains in 3rd. Those haven't changed from last week. Kevin Harvick moves up into 4th. Mark Martin in 5th, Bobby Labonte in 6th, and now tied for 6th is Jimmy Johnson. He got 2 bonus points for leading the most laps today. Jeff Gordon in 8th, Matt Kenseth 9th, he gets a bonus point for leading a lap. Carl Edwards in 10th. With his win today, Greg Biffle moves up into 11th in the points, which has got to feel good after being at the bottom of the table the last 2 weeks. Behind him, it's Joey Logano, Clint Boyer, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Sean Gossett, who led a lap today, David Reagan, Juan Montoya, Casey Kane, Marcus Ambrose, and David Rudeman to round out your top 20. Then in 21st, Elliott Sadler, Jeff Burton, Brian Vickers, Kurt Busch, Robbie Gordon, Ryan Newman, Brad Keselowski, Jamie McMurray, and Martin Truex Jr. Well, that's going to do it for us today at Atlanta. We hope you enjoyed the race, and we hope you will join us next time for the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll see you then.